No, not that. Whatever that is, that's horrible. No, mate, Sybil, drop. Oh, no, stop. Don't. Whoa! Sybil! Whoa! Crazy dog. If you've watched any of our films before, you will notice immediately that this young lady is not Mabel, and nor is it Rufus. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Sybil. Sybil is Mike's dog. And today I have, well, in fact we've both come to a place called Portishead, a little bit outside Bristol, and I came on my motorbike. The clue is in the jacket. I came on my motorbike, and I don't have a sidecar, so I couldn't bring the dogs. Although I do have a backpack which I could have put a dog in, but I'm not sure that would have worked. Anyway, so we've arrived in Portishead, and Sybil has joined us for this walk, and I've got to be honest, she's Mike's dog, not mine, so I'm not sure what's going to happen today. Are you going to be well behaved, Sybil? I think she will be well behaved. Either way, we're at this really pretty garden. It's called, is it Rodmore Gardens? And I'm going to shut up a minute. Listen to this, listen. You can hear the birds singing. You can hear someone thumping a hammer over behind us. And if you're lucky, you can even hear Sybil whimpering, because she's really excited. So without wasting any more time, we'll head off and have a look round. There's a lovely place just behind us called the Lake Grounds, with a lake in it and some grounds. So we're going to go and explore that. So if you want to come along, it'll be very nice to have your company. And, well, let's see how BarkLife 5 goes. Ready, Sybil? Should we go to the lake? Come on then. Yay. Come on, darling. Oh. Very nice. Come on. Come on, darling. Come on, Sybil. Oh, there's like a naturey gardeny thing. Don't worry, Sybil. We're on our way. We'll be there soon. Now, I can't help but feel, looking at these houses, they look like something out of a Poirot show, you know? Like there's been a murder in one of them. Oh, very nice, but very Poirot. Except for the cars, of course. The cars, they're a bit noisy. A bit like Sybil, really. I think Sybil's been missing you. She's been whining. Ah, don't listen to him, Sybil. He's only teasing. All right, okay, that's okay. Well, look, I want to let you go, Sybil. I'm going to let you go. Just calm down. Just give me a minute. One. Hang on, darling. Hang on. Okay, be free. I can't get it off. There. On you go. Go on then. Go and play. She's been waiting for this for about 5 minutes. Come on then. Go and play. Whoa! Come on, Sybil. Come on. Come on. So here we are at the lake. We've just walked over the grounds and here's the lake. And just over that way, there is the Severn estuary. So Portishead is on the Severn estuary. And the reason all this was built, I actually looked this up last night. I did my history research again. This lake was built in 1910. And the way they put it was, they said, it was built and dug by the unemployed of Bristol. Which really makes it sound quite ominous and threatening, doesn't it? Haven't got a job? Oh, we'll find one for you, mate. Come and dig this. So anyway, it's a lake. And I used to come with my kids when they were little, because in summer they put boats on it. And the interesting thing about this lake is the reason they put it here was that the foreshore, so the Severn estuary, isn't that pretty. Oh, I know. The geese don't like me slagging off the foreshore. They're saying, do you hear him? He's slagging off our foreshore, so it's not that pretty. Well, it isn't. It's very muddy and stony. So they built this as a sort of, we haven't got a beach, but look, we've got a lake and some pretty things to go and play on. So that's why it was built. It was built as a tourist attraction in the early 20th century, just sort of end of Victoria's reign. So there you go. Here we are at the lake. And I haven't lost Sybil yet. Mike's put me in charge of her, and I haven't lost her yet. And she hasn't gone in the water either. So at the moment, it's looking good. There's a pipe here, and it looks like it leans down, right? I read last night, this lake is spring fed. This whole area used to be a marsh, okay? Because there's loads of springs. So they obviously somehow drained it, dug the lake, but the springs still feed the lake. So all this water comes from the springs underneath it. And I wonder if this is an outlet for one of the springs, one of the smaller springs. I'm going to keep my eye out as we go around the lake, see if I can see more. Oh, what's this, Sybil? What's going on here? What's that about? Pebbles? Ridiculous, isn't it? No, don't eat them, darling. Did you get Sybil going in the water? Are you going to go in the water again, Sybil? Well, she's very good for that, is Sybil. She's found one of the springs. This is definitely one of the springs that feeds the lake. It's a bit boggy and horrible, but there you go. It's a spring. Go on, Sybil, fill your boots. Don't do it on me. Don't jump on me, though. We're now going to do an experiment with Sybil. Mike says if I throw the stick in the water, she will not jump in, which I find hard to believe. Wow. Okay, you were right. You know your dog better than I do. Which is no surprise, to be fair. I thought a spaniel would be in there, like a rat up a drain pipe. She's clever. She's thinking, I don't need to go out there to get a stick, I can just get one of these sticks. Now that is clever, to be fair. That's not a stick. That's a nice stick, look. Yeah, there you go, perfect. Everyone's happy. Strange, she gets a stick out and then she's bored of it.
I think for a minute she'll give you it either.
Oh, I don't want it. No, not that. Whatever that is, that's horrible. No, Sybil, drop. I don't know what that is, but it's disgusting. Oh, no, stop. Whatever it's something horrible. We were just talking, Mike and I said it's really good that she's getting dirty because it shows that she's enjoying herself. I have the same with my grandkids. I think it's really good when you take them out to the park or wherever, the country, and they get covered in muck. I think it's good. Shows they don't care, they're just enjoying life. And then she went and found something horrible, which I think may be goose poo. Started rolling in and eating it. So, okay, that's too much. That is too much. But generally, getting dirty is a good thing, Sybil. Here we are on the foreshore. As you can see, it does have a beauty to it. It definitely does have an eerie, wind-blown sort of beauty to it. Yeah, it's very nice. It's also very muddy, and where we're standing does get covered by the tide. Just behind the camera is the tide mark. Because where we are on the Severn Estuary, there's a really high tidal range, so the water comes up and down quite a lot. At the moment, it's sort of in the middle. But if we wait here long enough, we'll be covered with water. So, let's not wait here too long. We're at the end of the foreshore, and just over that way you can see a sort of bright orangey yellow wall, and that is actually the Lido. That's the open air swimming pool. Is it seawater in there? No, it's just normal water in there. Anyway, very nice. Again, I used to take the kids there when they were little. And that way you can see the little black and white sort of lighthousey tower made of metal, and that is Battery Point. Mike, do you know why it's called Battery Point?
Something to do with guns.
Well, of course, it makes sense. No. There used to be a really big battery there, and they used to light us with it. No, that's not true. It is indeed guns. Now, Mike tells me that Battery Point is the place in England where shipping can get the closest to land, because it must be a sort of sheer drop down. And I think, well, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. It's not that exciting. But what I found more exciting is that Battery Point is named after guns, because just beyond it is Portishead Port. Did you know that Portishead used to be a port? The High Street used to be a port? Well, of course you know.
No.
Yeah, but apparently there are rings where the boats used to moor up. So there was like an inlet, a creek that went up, obviously with the tidal stuff. It went into the centre of Portishead, basically. And so that was the port, just the other side of that point. So the reason it's Battery Point is that if you controlled that point, you controlled access to the port. And the I think it was the English king used to use it for bringing stuff in. I think because there's I don't really know the history very well. I only looked this up last night, but basically it was strategically important. And up to the last century, the 20th century, there was a time when you weren't allowed to go onto Battery Point. It was military. You were not allowed near it. I don't know how long ago. They said, I think it was the 50s it stopped. But again, that might be wrong. If you know better, do please put that in the comments. I just looked it up roughly. But either way, so there you go. Apparently that is a strategically important thing. But not anymore. So we're going to go and have a stroll, see if we can wander up to it and see if the fisherman's had any luck. Come on, Sybil. Don't jump, Sybil. Don't do it. You've got too much to offer the world. Come on, darling. At the top of these stairs, there's a very, very interesting sign. No, don't get too close, darling. I know, but you're smelly and yuck and wet. There's a sign back there about badger holes, warning you about open badger holes, which I liked. But I like the sign next to it even more, because that sign tells you about the history of Battery Point, or Portishead Point as it's also known. Turns out, it's even better than I imagined. I do like a bit of history. So up the hill behind us, they reckon there's the remains of a Bronze Age settlement. So how many thousands of years ago that was, I don't know. And then they reckon the Romans had some kind of fort here as well. Because again, because it is where large, as Mike was saying earlier, large ships come the closest to England here. It's the place in England where large ships can get closest into land. And so it means it's a really good place to watch who's coming up and down the estuary. So yeah, the Bronze Age people were behind us. The Romans had a place here. And then in the Civil War, the English Civil War in the 17th century, they had a place here. Don't know why, but I say it's because of the port. The Portishead port's just over that way. And then after that, they had to be worried about the French and the Spanish, so they had it here. And in the Second World War, that's when it was out of bounds to non-military people, because they had a battery here, and they had guns, and they had people looking out for the old Germans. And most excitingly, after the Second World War, with some of the building that was left over from the battery from the Second World War, they built a cafe in it. So apparently around here somewhere, there was an underground cafe. They had to climb down some ladders to get into it, and it's around here somewhere. Come on. Are you ready to go back? I'll draw a bit more. She's always going to want more, isn't she? Come on then. Oh, yes, yes. Let's go.